Hi, I'm Chef Tom. I'm going to show you how to make crispy chicken in two style, which is the crispy almond chicken and the crispy lemon chicken. So I have half cup flour, all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup corn flour, 1 egg, 1/3 cup of the water, or you can put 1/3 cup of the half and half, will be fine. And a pinch of salt and pepper. And you just whisk it for like a couple minutes like this. Nice and even. And then you just drizzle a little bit cooking oil like this, okay? And then you're gonna do like this, really good, for another minute so. Nice and even like this, okay? And you're gonna let them rest for 5 minutes. In the meantime, I have a small chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast. I would say about 8 to 9 ounces chicken breast. And then I trimmed the fat already, and I'm gonna fillet into half. So you just flat your knife, and then pump up on the chicken, and just slightly cut like this. Cut like 2/3, and then you can tip it up and just slightly do like this, okay? Alright, there's a small, very small chicken breast we're gonna do for frying chicken. And now I want the chicken to be even. So what I'm gonna do is, I want you to see this. I just kind of like a really light thin, go like this, okay? Very light, gently. Because I want to use my cleaver, or you can use a saran wrap and use a meat pounder to pound it nice and even. We just want them to be like a 1/4 inch, like this. Flip over. So now this chicken is nice and even thick. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to fry it. Okay, you heat your wok high heat with maybe half inch deep of the cooking oil into the pan, and you throw a green onion like this. You see how they're bubbling? When they start swimming around, this means it's ready to cook. That's the only way you can save your oil and not necessarily put like a quart or 2 quarts of oil. And then next, I put my batter with my chicken, nice and thick, like this, okay? I'm gonna use my finger. And you let them drip a little bit like this, so you don't want too much coating. And you just go outward like this. See how nice? You wanna make sure your oil is hot, but not necessarily too hot. You just go like this. Flip it like maybe 2 to 4 times. And then you let the excess batter drip out like this about the same time, and you good it like this. It's gonna be beautiful. And don't touch it. Let them fry for a couple minutes. I just make 2 pieces for my 2 boys, and that's how you fry it at home. You want to make sure your oil is hot. About 360, 370 is good. And this is like less than 1 pint of the oil that I cook in with my regular wok. I try to make it simple, just with my cutting board, a cleaver, and a wok, and a few spices, because I want to show all the ingredients, all the equipment that I have to show you like a restaurant usually did. So you can do this and compromise with all the ingredients you have and cook it at home. Because you cannot buy everything else in the store. It's going to cost you too much money. So we're going to let them cook about 3 minutes on each side. Okay, if the oil is too hot, it's not good too. You need to turn the heat down. So until the both side is kind of brown, and we're going to flip over. Okay, after 2.5 minutes, I see the corner is really brown, so I know my oil is too hot. So I'm going to turn down a little bit to maybe medium high. But you have to trust that it's okay with this stove, and I know 3 minutes on each side will be good. So I got maybe 20 more seconds. I have a clock right here I watch on my stove. Now I turn my heat down a little bit. Like this. It's very good. So it's time. I'm gonna flip over like this because the baking powder will make it nice and puffy. And then the flour and the cornstarch will make the crisp, hard and crispy. See how beautiful that is? Now my oil is perfectly. I only have to flip one time. And you know, you see a lot of those little crispy ones? Those are good. Those are really crispy, like a snack, like a crispy noodle. You don't eat this every day. It's a deep fry, but we do the best we can. A thin layer of the batter. The oil will not get into the chicken. The egg and the cornstarch and the flour, the batter will protect the meat. So actually it's crispy from the outside, and it's not as healthy as a grill, but sometimes this is delicacy. This is what they call crispy almond chicken, crispy chicken. So once in a while you can have it as a little treat. It's okay. And my two boys gonna have this. This for Asher, this for Sage. They're gonna love it. I'm gonna stir a little bit. And the chicken, I would say maybe just like a little bit over ½ inch thick. So 6 minutes will be done. I'm pretty sure. Nice, and you see how puffy that is? So the batter and the meat actually have a separate in between air. So it's really good. Even you can take out the batter and eat the chicken, that's fine too, but the delicacy is the crust. Alright, well done. Now the chicken looks perfectly done. Crispy, puffy. The puffy is from the baking powder. Once you mix it with it or you use a blender, you have to make sure you let them rest for 5 to 10 minutes until you see the batter have a little bubble around it. That means that batter is ready to go. So the chicken's done. I rest it for 5 minutes and I can just take it out. Make sure you can see it. Okay. And what you're gonna do is I'm going to just chop it with my cleaver like this. And put it on my plate. I will show you later. Another one. It's very hot. Can you see it here? Wait, right here. You see how beautiful that is? The chicken's done, nice and tender. You see the batter, nice and crispy. It's okay. You just put it back like this. Okay? Because if you cut it, sometimes you squeeze the batter. You see how the batter done? It's beautiful. Separate from the chicken. That's what you want. The oil and the baking powder will do the work. You just have to know the recipe. The chicken is nice and tender and juicy. Oh, delicious. Put it right here. So now, I put it on a plate like this. Oop, okay. And then now I'm going to make two different sauces. One is the almond chicken sauce and one is the lemon crispy chicken sauce. Okay? Okay, for tradition almond chicken gravy, 1 tablespoon cooking oil or 1 tablespoon butter with some, a few tablespoons of the chopped fine onion. Saute for about a minute on the medium heat. Golden brown, nice fragrance. And then you add, where's my chicken stock? Okay, I got my chicken stock ready. So you add like a 1½ to 2 tablespoons of the flour. Okay? And you just make sure you medium or medium low. Just stir like this, okay? Like this. Make sure all the flour are coating with the oil and the onion. I mean, traditionally, like 30 years ago in the Asian restaurant, they make this dish with lard, the pork fat. I mean, that's how they do it before, but now we don't do that anymore. Okay? Once they stick together, the flour is nice color like this, and you add your chicken stock. I have a hot